Alright, I got a question. This is for like the vintage resellers. Do y'all ever do, you know, you're doing your listings, whatever, and you think about what happened with this piece before you got it, you know? Did it come from a loving family? Was it a gift? You know, all these different things. Like, this is what I do. You know, was it something they cherished, or was it something you used all the time? So, a couple weeks ago, coming home from a cleaning job, I stopped at this, it said estate sale, but it was really more like a yard sale. And I bought this box. It was just like a flat box full of dolls, old dolls, really old dolls, for $30. I bought the whole box for $30. And there were several dolls in it, and we were talking about it, and the lady said that she had bought them. They were actually crammed into this little case that somebody had obviously just handmade, but yeah, we didn't really know that much about them. They were just old dolls. So I come home and I start working on them, right? It's been almost 2 weeks since I had them, and I started with this one. I'm looking at her, and she's got the little kissing face, right? And I used, I started with Google Lens to see if I could find anything on her, and it came up that she was an Austrian kissing doll made in the 1940s, right? So this was from Austria, and I knew that because, you know, it has the tag, and it definitely looks European to me, okay? So I did her first, and then I did this doll next, and this one is kind of hard to tell if it's a boy or a girl. It has a little sticker on it that says made in Poland, so it's in English. And I looked it up, and lo and behold, it's a little Polish boy or girl fisherman doll, 1940s. Okay? Starting to see a pattern here. Then I did this one, and it had this on it. I was like, I don't know what that means, okay? So I looked this doll up again, 1940s, they're all kind of, you know, 40s, 50s, 60s, but I kept seeing 1940s come up. And this word right here, I don't even know how to say it, but I looked it up, and it means Florence, like as in Florence, Italy. And that's what the natives call it. Another one, little doll dressed in her traditional local clothing. 1940s in Italy now. And then I looked this one up, which, by the way, the prices on this doll went all over the place. This doll was actually handmade. Can't pronounce the person's name. Last name is Pedersen. First name is something with an R. And this doll is priced anywhere from like $15 to $1,000. So it's all over. But guess what? It was made, this doll is from Norway, 1940s. Okay. So somebody went to travel in Europe in the 1940s, right? Well, who in the right mind would go to Europe in the 1940s? Because do y'all know what was going on there in the 1940s? That was World War II, okay? Oh, no. Then I looked up this little doll. She's tiny. I found only one other doll like it. It was in the box, so I know it was made in Germany. I think she's Spanish. I'm not 100% sure. Mine is not as in a good condition. She was made in Germany according to the other one, but the feet on mine are not good. But again, 1940s, right? Here's the kicker. These little guys. See them? They're little African American. And the weird thing is they're sold as dolls, but they're made out of porcelain. You can see there's holes in the bottom. I don't want to take these out of the plastic, by the way, because they do have hair and they're starting to deteriorate. Well, I put my brain together. It's not very likely that these were made in the 30s, but they were possibly made in the late 40s. And you know why? Because on the back they say Japan. And they don't say occupied Japan, but they do say Japan. And what was going on in Japan in like the late 40s into the early 50s? Oh, that was occupied Japan after World War II. Okay, so here's how all this goes together. This is what I think. I think all these dolls were purchased by an American soldier who went over there and was serving in the military all over Europe and went to Japan after in World War II and got these little things for somebody back home. It probably his daughter. That's what I think. I have no proof. But putting two and two together, I know it wasn't a Nazi who had just happened to travel all over Europe and decided to come back to the United States. Probably wasn't a Jew that escaped because they, you know, they had to get out. They weren't spending money on souvenirs, and that's basically what these things are. No, it was probably an American soldier over there serving during World War II, sending these home to their little girl or their wife or their sweetheart or a little special somebody back home. That's what I'm figuring. So my question is, first of all, am I whacked in my head? Second of all, have y'all ever done something like that? Like put two and two together over the, you know, a collection or something? Oh, okay, now I know where this came from. Or I think this is where it came from. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting how my thought process went through. Hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.